in the vaudeville. They had real talent.
Speaking of funny podcast.
Not this young stuff you had today. You call it funny. Speaking of funny.
Well, let me ask y'all this question. Sonny, you talk, about situations where you've been on stage and objects, and not just objects, food. It's
specifically food,
specifically in specific type of food, and not only that, a specific type of flavor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
been thrown.
All of these things are reoccurring nightmares. I'm a buffalo wing man to this day, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, of course. These two things that happened specifically, Chris Rock at the Oscars, and then now Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood, what was it called? The Hollywood something?
Hollywood Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl. Two big names in comedy on two big platforms where an individual, even though one was Will Smith, was able to just casually, in a sense, go up on stage and attack a person. What kind of, does it raise a heightened type of has your senses heightened since, because of this, or has it always been that way because of, like having the stuff thrown at you previously?
Honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, so for me, I don't even have a sense of danger at all. Like at no point do I even, because I got here around 2010 when people were still booing, and comedy was still, folks was gonna really let you know. Like people just started getting nice about comedy in the last 7-8 years, where
so you're saying
the new comics.
The attacks have died down, is what you're saying.
I'm saying like when the new comics that came in around 2015, they don't know the pressure of, damn, I might just get booed just because the crowd's drunk. Not even I'm not funny. Not even that, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first got here, it was like, oh yeah, the crowd will fuck with you, but they'll also, throw food at you. Yeah, it's just Tuesday. That's what they do. So with that, like Bella was saying, my timeline is full of comedians talking about what they would do, what they would. Right. The crazy thing, the comedians are already naturally like we're walking mental health cases. Just to be honest, we really are. Yeah. You never know what mental illness fits which comedian. So now you got a bunch of comedians they can't wait. Maybe they got anxiety, or maybe they got schizophrenia or whatever, but they can't wait for somebody to try and challenge that. And them ain't even gonna be the ones. Those are not gonna be the ones who even get anybody who jumps up on stage. It's gonna be somebody like me who's just like, I just came to entertain you. And somebody's gonna be like, fuck that, rush them. Something like last night, I had an encounter with a lady last night. I was in a dive bar. There wasn't but 7 people in there. This lady and her boyfriend showed up late. I made a joke about them, and in my mind, I must have ruined her whole night, because as I ordered my food and tried to eat it, I just kept hearing little sly comments coming from her and her boyfriend, like, baby, calm down. He's a comedian. It's a joke. But whatever, I don't even remember what joke I said, but whatever joke I said on stage, obviously, it stuck with her that much to the point where
she heckled you.
She heckled me after I got off.
After he got off the stage.
Yeah, like I'm not even on stage anymore, and she's still talking about it and everything. So, that's one of those things to be mindful of. Like, people are crazy out here. This goes for comedians and audience members. So, I think we all just need to be prepared for crazy. That's all. Just be prepared for crazy.
Well, let me ask you, Bella, because you're a female. I know sometimes females don't like to hear the female comedian, distinguishing.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man, I got boobs. It's just, yes.
But how has it affected you in your comedy in terms of being on stage? Do you feel vulnerable? Do you feel like you're just out there open? Are you telling jokes, but your head is on the swivel? Like, what's happening to you?
It's interesting because, as a female comedian, like before, it used to be I was I was always on guard for getting my booty slapped. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody gonna slap my ass. I was always on guard for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's from other comedians, though, right?
Yeah, you know, that's just what it is. Being on stage, good job,
girl.
You know, like
tell me about it. Me too.
But see, this is so much more for me, and I don't know about other female comedians, but for me, it's an accumulation of, you know, what happened with Will Smith, what happened to Lauren. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of gotten kind of, you know, swept under the rug.
Well,
you know,
I'm lost on something. Lauren
and T.I., that situation.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, even though, you know, even though, essentially what he did to her was what that guy did to Dave Chappelle to me.
In a sense, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was able to rush the stage. He did not like what she was saying. He was able to rush the stage. Now, he didn't hurt her first, you know, physically or whatever, but that shit is scarring to me. The fact that he was able to breach, you know what I'm saying? This is not some celebrity that's got, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's got like detailed security or anything like that. This is like just a regular person, you know, regular girl, just like me, you know what I'm saying? At a club doing her job, doing what she like, you know, do what she do. But it is some man who is probably, you know, the room's favorite at the time was able to, you know what I'm saying, do what he did. So I'm looking at it from that point, from the whole Will Smith point, from, you know, and from being a comedian who get my ass slapped on stage, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I'm just stupid shit like that. So I'm always on, my head's always on the swivel. I'm always expecting some stupid shit to drop down, but I think it's just on a different type of level now. Also, one of the things I did today was I reached out to comedian Steve, Steve Brown, yeah, because and I just wanted to check on the brother, you know, because we joked and stuff about it and stuff, but when the Will Smith thing came down, he was really triggered. You know what I'm saying? He was really, really triggered, and that was just it seems innocent now. That was just a harmless slap. You know what I'm saying? But
his was a violent attack.
Yeah, exactly. And it could have, you know, took him back to a dark place where he had, you know, just healed from. So I reached out to him this morning to just, you know, check on him and just make sure, hey, you just want to see if you're good, you know, that type of thing.
Right.
You know, just making sure, you know, just checking on him, whatever. And then we end up finding, so my head is always on a swivel, you know. Yeah. One of the things that I noticed, the more, and I don't know if you guys knew about this part, but how the other comedians came to the rescue. Yeah. So Jamie Foxx, I think it was, came to the rescue, and so everybody kind of like got their licks off the guy. That's what I'm envisioning in my head. You know what I'm saying? And Jamie
allegedly.
Allegedly. You know, everybody gonna say, and then I kind of vision like somebody else coming and why, you know, with the haymaker, and you know what I'm saying? And it's just everybody. It's a pile of in my head.
Wrestling moves going on, yeah.
Right. It's WWE at the Hollywood Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, it's a pile of comedians on top of this one guy. You know what I'm saying? And the audience is trying to, you know, protect Dave, you know, that whole thing. Like, that's what is happening in my head.